How's it going, everybody? MithrilDragoon here, and welcome back to more Path of Titans. And today, I just really want to play more Megalania. For those of you who saw my last video, you'll know that I was popping off with Megalania. And a lot of you were quick to point out as well, which I wasn't aware of this, Megalania has been nerfed like 3 times since its TLC came out. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't notice. Didn't notice the effects. I guess they nerfed the water mobility and the lunge ability, like the jumping bite. And I'll be honest, not only did I not notice it, but I still think Megalania might just be like straight up the best 2-slot. And obviously there is room for debate there. I am fully aware that favoritism is in play, for sure. But hear out my argument real quick. The damage output on Megalania is incredibly solid. The mobility is still out of this world, both in the water and on land. Climbing is by far the most underutilized and underrated new mechanic that has been added to the game. A lot of people just don't use it because they don't know about this feature in the settings. Where is it? Or it's in controls. No, it's under gameplay. Auto climb. So if you turn that off, you get full control over your climbing. A lot of people don't realize it's on by default, which is why when they run into little pebbles, Megalania just kind of goes and like jumps over it. Turn auto climb off, and you will have a much, much, much better time using Megalania. And the control you will have is phenomenal. I really do think there is a very strong argument to be made that the mobility and the control you get on Megalania alone puts it in a league of its own. Add on to that the fact that the Venom status effect is very, very powerful, both solo and in a group. The baseline abilities on Megalania are out of this world. I mean, you have the most traversal options for a terrestrial carnivore or playable, period. Because you have climbing, which at this point in time you're the only playable with climbing. You are semi-aquatic, which is always just a huge bonus with any terrestrial playable that's not a flyer, because it just gives you so much more options of getting around the map, getting in and out of combat. It's super, super useful. And your actual attack options are very good as well. Like I said, your damage is really, really solid. It's not too high, it's not too low. It's right in the middle where it needs to be. You have your Venom effect that you're going to be applying. It's just good. It feels fun to play, which I'm going to make another massive argument. We should be taking into account at this point in time the level of enjoyment you get out of playing something in regards to how good they are, because I look at Anno, right? Anodontosaurus right now is in a state where it is incredibly overpowered on the numbers end, but it's just not fun to fight, not fun to play as. And even with all that strength, like, if we were looking at this on a tier list of just raw power, what dinosaurs can wipe out the rest of the roster with minimal ease and are just easy for new players to pick up and get in good with, right? Anno would be at the top of that list. It would be Anno, Tyranotitan, and, I don't know, maybe Leighton, but Leighton with the technicality of high skill ceiling. Right? The problem with Anno is that not only is it not fun to play because you just sit there and press one button and do nothing else, Like, you're not moving around, you're not using your brain often, but, like, all that power gets thrown to waste when you realize that you can't catch anything. To even use your big AoEs, you have to be hunkered down, which means you're not moving. So, all the big apexes have to do is just not fight Anno. So it's like, it's one of those things where, like, if it's not fun to play as the playable, and even then the ability loadout doesn't benefit, like, any skill level, I would argue that puts them down. Like, I don't really care much for tier lists, because at the end of the day, a lot of them always devolve into favoritism. And I'm just going to be fully blunt with you. I like Megalania the best, and I do have genuine points for it being what I would consider to be the best playable. It just has everything that I personally would want. I think that anybody can pick up Megalania and learn to play the game very well. Many of you will note that my previous best playable was Sarko, and I do still think that there may be some arguments to be had with Sarko in terms of, like, beginner friendliness. There's a lot going for Sarko that other playables don't even have. That does give it a little bit of leeway, but at this point in time, as you all saw, Sarko is a playable that should be wiping the floor with Megalania, and I'm not going to lie, if the players I fought in the other video the other day were any better, I would have died probably pretty quickly. I really don't know how they kept missing the clamp. But regardless, I, with nerfs, underwater, took down, I don't even know, I think it was, like, my total kill count for that video was, like, I think 4 or 5 Sarkos total in one life. Like, I didn't die. Like, I kept getting out of combat when my health got low, but I outplayed them. And I think that that's a very strong argument right now, especially that Megalania is just in a tier of its own. So, we're going to just head back down into these filthy Forsaken Plains and see what's going on down there today. Did they update the water texture effects? Because that looks... There's a noticeable shine on me now, and that's really, really nice looking, but... Huh. Interesting. You've already got some goobers. Alright, so let's see what we can accomplish. I will note the curse has struck again. It seems like no matter what I do, whenever I go to record in a video where I'm trying to speak, not only is my voice just dead now, but the weather in the game is always the most grungy, abysmal, depressing shit. Like, I don't even think I got done with my intro monologue, and then it just started downpouring. Like, I'm sorry I angered Poseidon, okay? I'm just nobody. Let me go home. Let's utilize our ability to climb to get down this wall without taking fall damage. Just because it looks jank doesn't mean it isn't functional. Really hope the friggin' river isn't drained today as well. That would really just tick me off a little bit. It's like the new thing that the MixPackers are doing, which you saw in the last video. They'll get like a bunch of semi-aquatics, particularly Sarcos, because they naturally dirty the water, and they'll just swarm Grand Plains River and sit in it, and they won't leave it. That way the water can't come back, and they'll just starve out the entire hotspot, which on one hand you would think is kind of the point to make the MegaPacks move across the map, but it doesn't do that. Like, the problem is that they all just sit in the river with semi-aquatics, or particularly Sarcos, that can absorb water anyways, so they don't have to worry about the gauge, and they just don't leave. It's just a really scummy play style. I do not approve. Then again, what does my opinion matter? People are going to do what they do anyways, even if I were to offer the wisest wisdom on the face of the earth, which I am incapable of giving, because I am not nearly that smart. How did a Urino get up here? That's interesting. I heard something up on the bank this way. Well, whatever it is gone. And then let's head to where we know there'll be the one spot of the river where everybody sits in cuddle parties. That's where we'll strike. We'll creep in slow, using the riverbed as our little bit of camouflage here. Keep your eyes peeled for Sarcos. Although I do think I just heard a fucking Spino. I did hear a Spino. And Tylos. Of course there's... Okay, so the MixPacks have brought aquatics that really have no way of entering the river in here. I'm assuming they're grouped with the hats that use their wing beat to just push them across the land. If I had to make a guess. Could kill this little Spino here. Look at them all. Stinky. What a nasty group. We could also try and take down this Rex. That might be kind of fun. Because I feel like the moment we do, these ramps are going to turn on us. I don't know why I can't eat that Didelphodon. What are you doing going on land? You had one chance at an advantage and you blew it. I don't trust sitting near the water's edge now that there's a Sarco in there. I don't trust that other Megalania either. Let's try and get at least some stamina back. Surprised that MixPack under the water didn't come after us when I took down the little baby Spino. Body's already gone? Jeez. Let's see what we can do here. Really, I know I can take down a Sarco, I cannot take down a Tylo. Not in the water anyways. They're gonna come after me now. No. Got him. Now we get the heck out. And that's a prime example of what I mean right there. Like, yes, Megalania's mobility was nerfed, but it is by no means one of the nerfs like they did to some of the other playables. Like, we are still more than mobile enough to do just about anything if we just play our cards right. Like, I love Megalania so much. And, like, yeah, I understand we didn't go at, like, the two things that we just took down were not fully grown. But, like, I took down fully grown Sarcos yesterday, so I don't need to prove my skill in that sense. All I'm doing right now is I'm slowly picking off members of this MixPack here to try and thin their numbers. That's it. That's the only goal. So we just gotta play our cards carefully. Do need food though. So we have to be careful. If I could manage to pick off one of the ramps, that would be good. Of course, there's that Achillobator right there. I can totally get the Achillo. Of course, he's got a Conka. Ooh. See if we can pick one of them off when they're weak. There's another Megalania coming in. I tried. Come on, you rats! Roar! You annoying little goobers. What's the matter? You guys can't actually fight back? I got a bite up. Still really need food. Oh, something died right here. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, the Achillo lost. Keep an eye on that other Meg. Never trust another Meg player, no matter how tempting. Even if they friendly call you, because Meg players tend to be scummy. Ooh, what's going on? The Rex and the Spino are fighting it out. Nice. Does Spino have Claw Slam? Does not look like he does. Looks like he's running the other build. Damn! What the heck did that much damage? A single Rex bite wouldn't do that. Holy smokes. Well, that's what I get for getting greedy. Where are we? Oh, all the way over here. Alright, let's head up to Salt Flats. I'll cut and come back when we're up in Salt Flats. Alrighty, we're here back on the outskirts of Salt Flats, which is curiously no longer a hotspot. Oh, there's a Thal here, though. Damn, he got away. Or so he thinks. You missed, Goober. But I know your friggin' hat's friend is gonna come intervene. You know what they say about birds of a feather. I don't trust you. You're a hats player. All you guys are evil. Let's get our stamina back. Looks like there's an Achillo down there. Oh, he's getting got. Or maybe not. Oops. There we go. See what I mean about the mobility though? Like the climbing, if you turn off that auto climb so that you can use precision, oh, it's so good. Is that a Pycno? That's a Pycno. Yeah, run to the protection of your group. He knows. Now we gotta be extra cautious because there's a friggin' Titan. I heard Leighton and I see Leighton. There's a trike. I'm surprised people still play EO. They're terrible. Always got to be cautious of Leightons. They're not to be taken lightly. This guy's logging out. Never log out in the open. A lesson that must be learned the hard way because people keep doing it. Never log out when you're wide open. Fudge! Note to self, don't face tank Ceratosaurus. Alright, where are we now? Not too far from Grand Plains. Alright, I will cut and come back one more time. Alright, we're back over here on the outskirts of Grand Plains, making our way down this mountain, which is, of course, no issue. As you can see, climbing is just so very nice. I almost feel like Spider-Man. I guess in this case, Dr. Connors. Alright, let's see what's been going on here while we've been away, shall we? Make our way back down to the riverbank. Wonder if the ramps are still alive, or if they finally got snuffed out. Well, it sounds like there's still T-Rex. Wonder if that Tylo and everybody is still alive too. Wouldn't be shocked. I don't think anybody here can take down a Tylo. Except for maybe the Spino, but if I had to make a wager, after I died earlier to the Rex, because I jumped in that fight, I'd imagine the Rex went down, the Spino probably went into the water, hoping to go to the other bank to heal, and I bet you the Tylo took him out. That's usually what happens. First thing we'll check is the water quality, though. I'm imagining... Excuse me. Stinky Anno. Stinky. There's still water. Looks like there's just more Spinos, so maybe the Spinos came in and got rid of the Tylos. Not sure. We're certainly about to find out, though. Yeah, it's looking like Tylos are indeed gone. Nope, there's one. So then the Spinos teamed up with the Tylo. Oh my goodness. Look at this degeneracy. This is grotesque. How far over the slot limit do you think this MixPack is? Like, if you had to place a wager. Somebody in the comments will know, too. What do you think? We could try and take out the baby Rex. But I know the whole river is going to attack us as soon as we do. We have to pick our target very carefully. was gonna say, if he bit us, he would have gone down. Notice I didn't do the funny push-ups. Oh, I want to take out this Sarco so bad. Ah. Fortunately, this MixPack is just too large to realistically go in at that alone. So we're gonna kind of pick off one of the stragglers. I don't know what he's doing. Of course, here come the Titans. Alright, let's use our brain a smidgen here. The water's pretty much death. Because they got the Tylos in there, and I bet you there's more than one. Plus all the Spinos that are sure to jump in. This is kind of what I mean by they get in the river with these semi-aquatics and just drain the water. Thal in the water, Thal in the water. Crap. Tylos are suspiciously missing. So are the Sarco. Now there's a Stego coming in. Try and pick off maybe the Juvie, but then they'll all come in. Oh, jeez. This is... I don't even know what to do here. Like, genuinely don't know what to do. Because just about anybody we go for, the moment I bite anybody, the river's going to explode. Alright, well, Just say screw it. Come on, get in the water. Get in the water. Sarko. And here comes the Tylo. No. Nope. Crap. I was really trying to lock in there. Ugh. Yeah, when MixPacks turn like that, it really was just the Tylo. I totally could have soloed that croc, but the Tylo just made it difficult. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Path of Titans. And I will see you all in the next video. God bless.